Hello, my name is Paulette Gautier. I am an artist and I love classical realism. My paintings are created using the techniques of the old masters. And today I would like to show you one of those techniques, which is glazing. For glazing, you have to have a painting, an underpainting ready. And once you have your underpainting, that's when you start the glazing. I'm going to glaze the background of this painting with a mixture of burnt umber and alizarin crimson. And glazes can bring a beautiful luminosity to your painting. And when applying a glaze, you shouldn't do more than 3 coats or 2 coats at a time. If you try to add more than that, it will become sticky and the glaze will start to come off. So 2 glazes you should do, and then let it dry. And it can take sometimes a week or more for it to dry. And once it's dry, you can add 2 more layers of glaze. And you can add much more than that. You can add, 8 glazes or 10 glazes. It depends how rich you want that color to be. Okay? So I'm going to start right now with my glaze. I will show you what it will look like. So because the underpainting is already there, you see how you can see everything that's underneath. You don't have to repaint it again. And of course, the first layer is always very, very light. But as you keep adding more glaze, it will become richer and richer as you keep adding more and more glaze. You can glaze the clothing, the background, or if you're doing a landscape, you can glaze pretty much the whole landscape can be glazed. But when you're doing a portrait, only the background, the hair, and the clothing can be glazed. The flesh has to be painted. So, you see? And as I keep adding more and more layers of glaze, it will become very beautiful and rich looking. And that process does take a little bit longer than most paintings because you have to wait until the glaze dries before you can add another coat. But this is a technique that the Renaissance painters used. Here, the violets, I'm going to add a glaze to those also. If you're doing a floral, you can do the flowers. You can add a glaze to the flowers. But if you find that it's not rich enough, you can also add solid paint over your glaze. If you want it to be even more dramatic and more beautiful, you can add more paint, solid paint over the glaze if you want to do that. doesn't matter if I get a little bit of this glaze on the hair, because I can paint on the hair if I want to. I can paint over it so that it doesn't show. So you see how beautiful that is? Now I could, at this point, I can add another layer, but no more than 2, because it will, like I said, it will get sticky and it will come off instead of staying. It will start to rub off. So just 2 layers, and let it dry, and then 2 more layers, and you keep going until you get what you want to create. And it depends how rich you want it, how rich the color. So I'm going to add 1 more coat, and then make it just a little bit darker. So, well, I hope that you enjoyed watching this, and perhaps you can try to use this method also in your paintings. Thank you for watching.